Hi, this is more of a 10-minute session for some of my Saudi friends who've asked about how Saudi Arabia or the Arab world or the Muslim world can learn from the Chinese experience of war, of military strategy. So let's just discuss strategy, not just weapons. China rose from a weak to a world power in literally 30 years. The West dominated warfare for 200 years. And Saudi Arabia, you are building something in your own way. But smart strategists learn from everyone. So let's see what works and how Saudi can be smarter than all of them. And you can do it. Look at China's secret, its patience and its tricks. They play the long game. China waited some 70 years. Now their PLA, the People's Liberation Army, is high-tech. Saudi Arabia has a Vision 23, and that is your long game. You keep investing in local weapons instead of buying foreign ones, and you will become better, you will become stronger, you won't have to wait for others. You also need to fight without fighting. Other countries use hackers, fake news, fishing boats to win without war. The Saudi lesson here is cyber warfare, like the Saudi Federation for Cybersecurity and Economic Power, like the PIF investments. They can be stronger than tanks. They can be stronger than weapons. You need to look at the cheap and deadly weapons. China builds missiles that can sink $10 billion carriers for $1 million each. The Saudi lesson here is work on your drones, work on your missiles, and you can beat bigger armies. You look at Western strengths. Western strengths are in technology, in training, in education. You look at high-tech precision stuff that comes out of America. The US spends literally billions on stealth jets and satellites. The Saudi lesson here should be, buy Western technology like the F-15s, F-35s if they give you them, but master these technologies yourself. Then you look at real war experience. The US has been fighting constantly, good and bad, for most of its life. The Saudi lesson here, you've learned some lessons from Yemen, but you need to learn from others as well. And kind of like think how others think. You need strong friends. NATO is a strong friend of the US. The West fights together. The Saudi lesson is here, work with your local countries like UAE, Pakistan, Egypt, etc. The other thing is Saudi Arabia has unique advantages. Yes, you've got money, and money can be used as a weapon. China has factories. The West has technology, but Saudi Arabia has wealth. And strategy is to invest in AI, artificial intelligence, in drones, in space, and not just in oil. Then you look at Islamic world leadership. China and the West have no Islamic moral power or Muslim moral power. Saudi Arabia does that. Strategy would be to lead Muslim nations in defense, like, for example, a Saudi-Pakistan missile project or a Saudi-Egyptian missile project. Your geography is also powerful. You sit between Europe and Asia and Africa. You need to keep building ports like Jeddah. You need to be able to control trade and become the logistics king. There's so much huge potential in Saudi Arabia. You need to look at how to win. You need not copy anyone. You need to adapt. You need to take China's patience. You need to take Western technology, and you need to get Saudi wealth, and you need to build your own infrastructure, your own technology. You need not concentrate on 100% foreign weapons. You need to build locally. You need to fight smart, not hard. For example, beating other nations' proxies with cyber drones, with money, not just ground troops. It can be a lot more effective. What else? China took 70 years, the West took 200. But Saudi Arabia, with its Vision 2030, you can move faster. The future is drones, Saudi technology, Saudi missiles, Saudi strategy. Not Chinese, not Western, your own. I want me to bring religion in. I'll say trust in God, but tie your camel, as the Prophet said. Okay? Meaning build your own military future. Shukran, and may Allah guide us all and our strategies. Remember to comment and like my channel, and if you've got any further suggestions on what I can talk about, let me know and I will do that.